Hello, everybody, and welcome to Deck of Ashes. This game has been out for a while on Steam, and I actually played it when it first came out, but I wasn't doing the whole recording thing at that point in time yet. Um, so now I'm here. Now I'm ready to play this thing and show you what I know of it so far. It is obviously a game that doesn't do so great with tabbing out of things. We'll start a new game if I can see my mouse. Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. Can we use? There we can just use controls this way.
Wanna
We've
play?
got ourselves 4 different classes or card or deck types, basically. There is an expansion out right now, but I have not gotten it yet. I'll see if I do in the future.
Wanna
So
play with my
she
fire?
is big fire bombs. He is fast rapping little daggers and things like that. He is super tanky, big hits. Uses an animal that helps him out, and he has like poisons and controls and all kinds of stuff like that. So we'll try Sly, the Black Serpent. We'll go on to our normal difficulty. We have official plugins, original game skins, additional packs, environment, blah, blah, blah. You can add all kinds of stuff on. And there's our save slot. We'll do a draft mode. That way we can actually pick what cards we start with rather than just having the basics. It's Potion of Sloth. Restore health. Add 2 random ailments to your battle deck. So you drink this, you heal a little bit, but then you get some debuffs. Healing Bracelet. You can use this multiple times because it creates an echo. Restore health points equal to your speed. So we have a really high speed. We can keep alive a little bit easier this way. Tendon Slice. Apply bleed in the opponent. Deals 5 damage if you have another character's card in your hand. So if we're using multiple deck types with this individual, we'll do extra damage with it. Bleed just causes 1 damage for every rank of bleed on an enemy. So a bleed build is something you could potentially do. We're gonna go with the healing bracelet and see if we can make a. Why are you not? Oh, gotta go confirm. See if we can make a speed build that does something nice. Snakebite. Increase strength of the selected opponent. That makes it they don't do as much damage. Poison, of course, does damage over time as well, similar to the bleed, but it's a little different. It just lasts a certain amount of turns, and bleed gets dropped off by 1 stack per turn, but you could add more of them. Hand tricks. Choose a card in your hand, draw up to 5 of its common copies. So if you have a whole bunch of cards that you want to just draw out, you can do some really neat stuff with this. Quick throw. This is one of those examples. It's non-playable. As soon as you draw it, it deals 3 damage to a random opponent. If you have 10 of these in your deck and you hand trick them out, it just suddenly starts causing massive damage. So these are quite good, and we do want to have a few of them in our deck. Sprint. Dispel a negative effect applied on you and increase your speed by 1 until the end of battle. So that makes us faster. Swift Strike. Deals 7 damage to all opponents whose speed is lower than yours. Deal additional 2 damage for each speed point that exceeds the opponent's speed. So if we get that, if we're trying to go for a speed build, trying to be fast, we could potentially hit real hard with that. So we'll grab a couple of Swift Strikes. We get to choose an effect, spend a mana point, deal 3 damage. Spend the rest of your mana, deal 3 damage. Preparation, deal 9 damage, increase your speed until the end of battle. We're looking at speed, so we're going with that. Draw a card for each opponent. Return 6 cards from your hand to the battle deck. Draw the equal amount of random cards to your hand. We're going to go with a healing bracelet, so more speed. 4 damage to each opponent. Deal 3 damage to random opponents. Gain stealth. Draw copies of the battle deck. Blah, blah, blah. Regeneration gives us health every single turn. I think we'll take a Cyclone of Daggers, so when we just draw it, it does something. We'll do that again. Take another quick throw. We already have one of those. And we will absolutely take Sprint, so we gain more speed. Speed allows us to go first in combat. And there's some other effects, obviously, based on what you have that does that, or that speed is used for. But we're not really focusing on that at the moment until it comes up. Restore 6 health points. Series effect is increased by 2 after each use. The more times we use this, the more healing we get. Let's see. Bleed, poison, or burn. We kind of get to choose which way we want it to go, but I think we're gonna take painkillers. Being able to heal is pretty big. We don't have a whole lot of attack cards, but so we do have the story here.
I learned that a long time ago, but my wife, she made me forget it. Kathleen always saw the best in others. I started to, at times. She led a modest life of a village healer. until one day the fat cats from the capital stopped at our village to have a bit of fun. They behaved like they were in charge. They were drinking and whoring around, growing more violent by the moment. When a village elder confronted them, they tortured the old man to death's door. Kathleen tended to his wounds, but he died in her hands. Human Realm's law was strict, and murder meant an investigation. When the executioners arrived, the locals were happy to testify against my wife for a coin. Kathleen was to be executed. I froze in place, powerless, as her head dropped to the cold ground. The night came, and I started cutting throats. The rich, the poor, they were all to blame. I struck from the shadows, unseen, unrelenting. They knew I was there, yet they never saw me coming, as if the shadows protected me. I spared no one. People are monsters. I always knew. I took to the path of robbery and vengeance, and before long I was wanted across the human realms. I formed the gang of pariahs like me, the outcasts, and I led them through the mud and blood of this world, to freedom, to vengeance, to justice. With meaning taken away from us, driven by hate alone, we found purpose in testing our limits. We've slain all opposing us, and one day we lost our minds enough to wonder if we could conquer death. Long story short, we released the Ash Curse and doomed all for eternity. We found no immortality, but still, it turned out to be the revenge the world deserved. The Ash Curse affected everyone. I'd love to say that this was all, but we, the outcasts, paid the ultimate price as well. We lost each other and everything we had. Under the curse, the shadows consumed me, granting me the power to move unseen, superhuman speed and reflexes. But now I can hear them, those I've slain. They accuse, they moan, they threaten. They just won't. Shut up. And Kathleen, I can hear her voice too. It's madness. The voices drive me insane. I must get rid of them. The Ash Master, a shady prophet who says he has the answers, offers his help. I know a snake when I see one, and I can see through that old viper. Whatever he's up to, I'll be one step ahead. For now, I could use this fragile alliance. He's guiding me to the Valley of Death. He wants me to kill Lady Death. This already smells foul. But if anyone could rid me of the voices, that would be her. I'll make the old hag squeal to get what I want, and then I'll take my revenge. She tricked me once. That won't happen again.
Interesting little story bits. And the animation style in this reminds me a lot of
The Aqueous Land was once a beautiful fishing and trading hub.
Darkest
However,
Dungeon.
Stepping into its waters now only means death.
And of course, it's a bit edgy.
Hydras, fish folk. Rumors say that even a seabed lord has come ashore. All the creatures that used to inhabit these waters are now out to get the local fishermen and occupy new territories. We are right in the middle of a spawning nest now. Let's break camp here before their reinforcements arrive. If we don't leave this place soon enough, we will have to fight Leviathan, the god of the sea.
The god of the sea. So, this is our main hub. You can buy and trade and whatnot. Here you can do some rites, renewing your cards. If you use your cards, they burn up and they're gone. And then you have to spend health to get them back. You can have him renew them all. If you have a lot of these, you know, that's a good thing. But if you have too many, it's hard to get to what sort of meta you're trying to create. So he allows you to burn cards. You can also do upgrades for each one of these individuals, the store, the Ash Master, all of them, that you get as you play, which resets when you lose or you win or whatever. Blacksmith allows us to create stuff, to upgrade cards, to give ourselves special traits, dismantle them so you can use them as parts for other stuff. You can upgrade him as well. Let's see. None of these things are things that we want right now. We have a very small amount of starting money, but she is our healer and needs to put on some clothing. She can cure ailments. She has stat items she can provide us to give us like permanent stat increases, upgrades, and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, again, kind of a Darkest Dungeon vibe to some of it. Not quite there, but, you know, uncanny enough. Let's see. Dexterity potion, quick throw. Could use another quick throw. We're going to buy it because it's just so good when you get a quick throw synergy going. We can sell recipes we don't give a crud about. I don't really want that. I don't really want that. I don't really want that either. So we just got the quick throw in there. We can take that and go make it. I believe we have enough money for it. We do. Right? Craft is why. Okay. There we go. Quick throw. Excellent. So we're going out into the world to see what we can see. You get to choose where you want to go. Obviously, you can go back to the camp. You can go to each one of these places. They tell you a little bit about them. You may find one resource of some kind, random battle, monster battle, unoccupied tile. Chests are worth stuff, but you always need keys to get into them. That's unoccupied. There's nothing there. So you can search these areas for resources that allow you to do your upgrades and stuff like that. So for now, let's go over here. It's an ambush. No.
You dead end.
So we drew our hand, and immediately we had 3 cards in it that hit enemies. Deal 6 damage to random opponent, deal 6 damage, deal 6 damage to random opponent. So we did like hit them quite a bit. We are going first. Now this is a fragile card. Fragile cards you only use once. They don't go back into your deck and stay there or anything like that. So even if you reshuffle your deck, these will be gone for good. Oftentimes they're just gone at the end of the turn too, but not in the case of this one. We're going to Swift Strike. We're faster than they are, so it should have done something, or was I wrong on reading that? I think maybe I messed up. We will deflect some damage back to an opponent, and we're not going to use that right now. So we should be able to end turn with, there we go. We could return up to 3 cards to the bottom of the battle deck. So I didn't return any because I'm not used to using a controller and doing this. I would normally just be using like my mouse, but for some reason, when I tapped out to start the recording, it doesn't capture the mouse anymore on the screen, even though it's there. So I can kind of just guess where it's at, I suppose. Dispel negative effect. We don't have a negative effect on us, but that should increase our speed nonetheless. We can take a look at our stats at the top. So we've got 9 speed. Technically, we're faster than everybody now. We'll restore some health. And now that's in series, so that should just keep coming back. We'll go to end turn here now. And that says we may return these cards. We'll return quick throw, and quick throw. We didn't do it. You don't select them with Y, you fool. That just finishes the turn. So I'm making mistakes. Preparation, 9 damage. Increase your speed. I'll hit you. Boom. 1 enemy is dropped. Restore health points equal to your speed. Currently we have 10 speed. That's 10 health back. We could do it again if we had enough points. We don't. So this time we will put these back. Select. We can only do 3. So we'll toss those back in the deck. They'll draw back out and likely be drawn here and cause some damage. Excellent. Now there is an effect on our hero here. So we can view them by hitting RB. Sly, the black serpent, he's a human. Strength 0, speed 10, crit chance and dodge chance. And there is something called the voice of a loved one. Applies one of the following effects. Random card costs 1 mana point less. Player speed is increased, blah, blah, blah. At random, he will hear voices. And some of them will be people that he's murdered, and some of them will be people that he cares about, and so on and so forth. And those things all give him different stats, like it was saying in the description. We're close to killing this individual, so we'll just hit you for 13. We have high speed now, so we're able to do some serious damage. At the end of the round, we have rest points. You can use rest points to gain health back, which you can see over there on the right. Restore 10% of your max health for every health point that you spend. You can use health points to restore some of the cards that have kind of burned away. We want to get back all of them if we can. And if we have anything left to heal, we will do so, but we don't. So that's it. Right? Yeah. Yes. Right. Back. Here we go. Now we can stay here, and you can see the little mining icon. That allows us to see if there's an item there that we can get some more. Looks like we got an Ankh, more artifacts, whatever you want to call them. This one is definitely a fight. We'll go join it.
You have nothing to take from me.
The level 1 succubus. Kiss of a succubus restores 5 health points to the player, discards the top card of the player's battle deck. So she'll make us discard cards. We're going to... You don't have lower speed than us, so that's not going to do anything. We will have to just... We're just going to use a healing bracelet. We'll use another healing bracelet, because we'll just keep our health up. We're back at full, and we'll end turn. We'll return these quick things here. Not these. The quick throw. And I might as well drop the other ones down. We don't have a reason to use them right now. There's a couple of solid hits that just came out. We'll nimble strike you, get our speed up. She's about to use a temptation. It's a strike attack. If we could have used the Shadow Assistant, when she's strike, it would deflect that attack back. But we didn't currently have the ability to do that, so that's that. We'll go ahead and return. Get off there, please. There we go. 1, 2, and 3, and that's going to be what we return. A couple more hits came out because we drew a bunch of attack damage things. And Swift Strike will win it for us. Goodbye, succubus. We'll renew all of these things if we can afford to, which we can. We're good. We don't have any points left over, so that's that. All right. We will continue getting stuff. Now, we only have a certain amount of time. Different events will happen over time, and that could become problematic. The further we get away, the more dangerous and difficult some of these things will become. You may notice, like down there at the bottom, is 2 cross swords instead of 1, 2 keys instead of 1. Color has changed on the difficulty of these fights. So it becomes harder, but there's better risk and a better reward. On your path, you suddenly meet the merchant, who clearly always keeps his stock replenished. What an opportune time to trade. Sure. Let's see what you got. Another quick throw. We could get one of those. Bleed and poison on opponent. We could do Swift Strike again. Nimble Strike to increase our speed. Having a second one of those would actually be quite good. Because right now we're suffering from not being able to get a whole heck of a lot of speed when we've kind of set ourselves up to use it. Now we bought this, but it's just the recipe. It's not the it's not like the actual card yet. We have to go back to the base and make it now, which we'll be doing at certain times. You should not have trespassed on my land, the Leviathan says. Not liking us being out there. Another battle. Got ourselves a giant fish folk warrior. Let's see. He's gonna do a strike, so we're not too injured right now. We'll use that so we can reflect the strike back because we don't have any other damage sources. Then we'll heal ourselves a little bit, and that will be the turn. We're gonna return all of our. We'll keep nimble strike. Preparation. While you have this card in your hand, its mana cost reduced by 1 when you play other cards. Each type of their card of this type has a minimum cost that cannot be reduced. So, the more cards we use, the easier it'll be to use this one, and then we'll be able to get our speed up and then add into our other damage attacks based on speed, that kind of thing. So we'll use it now. Do you have anything that's really inexpensive? Not really. We don't have a negative effect on us right now, but that should just increase our speed. We'll do it again. And then we can use Nimble Strike. That'll also increase our speed. Now we're moving hecka fast. We'll use some painkillers. And that's going to be the turn there. We'll get rid of Quick Throw. We'll get rid of... That's actually going to be it. I'm going to keep the other ones there. So we can do some big heals and some big damage. A couple of solid hits. We'll heal. And then we'll Swift Strike. Very solid hit. And we'll get rid of the 3 that auto-cast when drawn. When they auto-cast, they don't burn. So if you have like a deck full of auto-casts and then lots of cast options, you don't have to worry about this part where you're replacing everything that you've used up pretty much. We actually have 1 left over, so we can use that to gain a little bit of health. There's no point in keeping it. It doesn't do anything for you if you have any left and you just choose not to use them. Find a bag full of resources left behind by someone. Unfortunately, you slightly injured your wrist during the last battle. If you take this bag with you, it will likely make any future fights more difficult. We'll take them. You are barely able to carry such a load, but all of it will definitely come in handy. You return 1 card less for 3 battles. You gain relics and herbs. So we can return 2 cards at the end of every turn instead of 3 now. You should not have trespassed on my land. It's getting closer to the Leviathan coming. We'll go back here, and we should be able to open this chest now. But anomalies have happened. Anomalies, when they occur, we have a certain amount of turns before they disappear. If we get to them real quickly, we will just have it. That's now ours. We didn't get the other ones because the time is up, but now we can open this chest, and we shall do so. There were 10 coins inside, and a recipe. Decrease the strength of select opponent. Strength is a 1-to-1 damage reduction or damage gain. So this gives less strength and poisons them. I think we'll take that, sure. And we'll take the Goddess's Tear. Goddess's Tear applies shield to us. Shield just blocks 1 hit. Go back to camp. Where are you? I'll leave no stone unturned, but I will find you. The Leviathan is searching for us now. Oh no. We could sell recipes, things we don't want. No mercy. We don't really want that. Nimble Strike will keep that because that's part of the design that we have here. We can trade resources if we're missing certain ones for certain things. I think that's going to be good there for the moment. Blacksmith, can you make another Nimble Strike for me? Or, better yet, can we upgrade yet? We can upgrade our Ash Pact. That can make it cost more health and renew more cards, or renew more cards that cost the same health. Let's see, what is better about this? 5 cards are our choice, so we get to pick which ones we want back. None of those things are really that detrimental to us right now, just because when it comes to our deck, a lot of these cards don't ever make it into the discard pile. They keep getting recycled back into our deck, drawn, and cause damage. So I'm not really too worried about that right now. We can upgrade traits now, meaning if we can get enough coinage, we can get these things. Size of your hand is now 8 instead of 6. Opponents deal 1% less damage for every poison applied to them. Increased dodge chance. Let's see. If your health points are less than 50, your speed is increased by 2. Poison effects applied by the player deal double damage. Poison builds. All playable ailments cost 0 mana points immediately. And bleed effects are now affected by critical chance. Those are the traits that we have the option of buying in this run. I'm thinking of going for something like this, because having more speed means more damage for the cards we currently have. We could pivot at some point in the future and choose to do things a little bit differently, depending on what we find. So the enemy's searching for us. You see the cracks that have appeared in the land. Sometimes that means we'll end up... why can't I go anywhere? Yeah, move, please. Move to a different... go to a different location. Okay, well, I guess we gotta talk to him. No? Is that... What has happened? What has happened, game? Why can't I leave the camp now? Leave camp. Is it because I'm selecting too far away of a time? Okay, I'm gonna see if I can figure out where I'm at with my mouse. Okay, just go over here. Yes, go there. Why can't you go there? What has happened? Okay, I feel like I just broke the game. I don't know how that occurred. This has never happened before. We're gonna crash this out real quick and restart. It should be saved from this position. So let's do that. And go down to quit. We'll be right back with the game, everyone. So apologies on that front. Here it comes. And then maybe my mouse will actually be working at the same time as the game. I'm sure there's a way maybe to do this that works better. It's still gone. Why is that the case? Strange. Settings. English, there, music, Background mode. Full screen. Full screen. Maybe because I have a mouse and a controller attached. Let's try disconnecting the controller. There. If you have a controller attached, it will not give you a mouse cursor at all. So I definitely recommend this game being played with a mouse instead of the controller, just so you know. But on different systems, you gotta do what you gotta do. So now we'll go out here. This will work way faster. Open that. Got some money. Head and Slice. Scales of Avarice. Healing Bandage. Restores 2 health points and dispel a negative effect applied on you. That's another one that casts automatically as you draw it. So we got some Holy Water, which gives us regeneration. Be helpful in certain circumstances. We'll waste the time and do that and go do an easy battle.
It takes one to know one.
Couple of solid hits came out. Then we'll throw out, let's see, can we increase our... We can't do any speed stuff yet. We'll do this. Rogue's gonna apply poison and gain stealth itself. That's not gonna do anything because we don't have better speed. We'll keep you. We'll keep you. Alright. There we go. Hit us. Now he is currently stealth, which means we cannot target him ourselves. However, we can use that to get rid of some poison. Do it again. We'll get rid of some poison again. Now we have, of course, Swift Strike. Deal damage to all opponents whose speed is lower than yours. This isn't targeting him. It's targeting all enemies, so we can use that. We'll heal ourselves a little bit. There's that turn. We'll put that back. We'll keep the other one. Enemy's going to strike us a couple of times. We dodged one. We got hit by the other. We could renew, but we don't really need to. I think we're going to Nimble Strike so we have more speed. We're going to throw an Echo on ourselves to heal. And then we will just end turn. And we'll return that, and this. Now we can only do 2 because of the debuff we've got. That lasts for 3 battles. A couple of hits come out. They dodged one. We'll heal ourselves, and we'll just return those 2 again. So right now, every single turn, we're pretty much just going to draw one of those. So not something that we're really worried about happening here. We can just keep tossing the 2 of those back, and then they'll come back to our hand. They'll cause damage as long as he doesn't dodge, and then we just win. We'll renew everything that we can. Can't renew it all. That's unfortunate. So you got to be careful about that. You can get upgrades that'll let you renew more cards. The herbs on the ground are incredibly similar to those you usually get from the herbalist. Will they make your life easier? It's worth the risk! Health Restoration Intent now restores 5 health points over 2 hours. Oops, we got poisoned. So, yeah, things aren't looking so great for our hero, but we'll continue. We've got ourselves a level 1 Sea Maiden. Telesematic Link. If the player kills a fish egg, the Sea Maiden takes 5 damage, but also increases its strength. It's going to summon 2 fish eggs here in just a moment, which is unfortunate for us. 9 damage to all enemies whose speed is lower than ours. We could use that to pretty good advantage. We are going to wait on it, though. So we don't really need much at the moment. I will heal ourselves. And we'll save that. We're going to go to reset this. We'll put back the quick throw. We'll keep the nimble strike. And that's all we can put back anyway. There we go. The reason being, if we can get to a point where we can use nimble strike, we will then do some damage and increase our speed, which will make these do even more damage. We'll keep them around. We'll turn them into like a big ol' powerful hit right at the end. We got 1 hit coming at us. Ouch. Not that big a deal. We are going to... Whisper of Killed Ones. Huh. Great. Thanks a lot. Speed is reduced by 1. You are jerks. You weird alien enemies. Big hits. There we go. And that's that. We will just put that and that away because both of those are automatics. A couple of card swings come out. Let's see. We can do Shadow Assistant. or Shadow Assailant, whatever. It's going to hurt itself for 10 to 12, which is nice. We are then going to heal ourselves here, and I think we'll actually take some of our cards back. So some of those cards have now been renewed back into our deck. They'll come out in the draws up ahead, and we'll get rid of those. And we'll continue. We've almost won this fight. Zerp. Heal. We have a very heal-heavy build. Lets us kind of keep staying alive, which isn't always a thing in this game. Put those away. And then that should just about kill you. Got a crab. Level 1 clamper. Every third attack is deflected back at the attacker. Oof. We will make ourselves faster. Make ourselves faster again. And then we can just go with a swift strike, which should kill them both. Yep. We've won. Got some money, got some runes, or ash, excuse me, got some keys. Ash is used for making new cards and for some of the upgrades and whatnot. So, doing pretty good. We don't have enough keys for that. Now we have a dungeon. Dungeons are scary. We can't get to any of those quickly now that things are blocked off. So I think instead of chasing them down, we'll just go into the dungeon. Inside of here, enemies get pretty dang strong. Every single one of these tiles you move through increases, you take damage as you go. So leaving early is sometimes something you might want to do, or choosing not to fight and find everything inside of the dungeon is a good idea. It just depends on what you can and cannot survive. So it's a good thing to be aware of. We're going to pop our speed up to make ourselves stronger. And then we're going to do a swift strike. Not yet. We'll keep powering that up. They're going to summon, increase dodge chance of all ghosts by 5%. We don't have much damage or anything. This would heal us all the way back to full. We don't need it, so we're not going to waste it. Throw out those draw cards. Now the dodge chance is increased. Dodged one of those attacks. That's unfortunate. You're going to strike, so we'll Shadow Assistant. Meaning if the enemy hits us instead, they're going to hit themselves. And I think we'll throw out a heal. And that's going to be that turn. We'll return you. And we don't need you right now. The enemy has bonked themselves. We've thrown out a couple of daggers. We still are not getting more speed. So we're going to use a nimble strike to make our speed go up. And that's going to be that turn. This game can get pretty fast later in the game after you've gotten a few more synergies set up in your deck, and after you've become very familiar with how your deck plays, and you can just very quickly just go that one, and push through some of these things. So over here, let's see what we can find. There's a question mark. Let's see, it's a trap. Damn it. Dodge chance decreased 15% for 3 battles. That's unfortunate. We're not getting lucky here at all. Open to chest, more quick throws, that would be great. Reduce the mana cost of the character's cards in your hand, or snakebite, decrease strength of opponents, blah, blah, blah. We're going to grab another quick throw. Now we're going to start looking for more ways to draw cards. A red hook. From the start of your next turn, all fish eggs cannot use shield. Those are handy if we got fish eggs coming out there. More traps, rest intent point. Oh, our rest points have gone down by 2. That's awful. That's a really bad set of traps in here. Enemies are the same speed as us, so it doesn't make sense for us to use Swift Strike yet, although we can Echo, and now we're faster. And then we could do 9 damage to each, but 9 isn't a heck of a lot. Little Shadow Assistant, you're getting increased strength of all these by 2. That's unfortunate for us. We'll use another sprint and go up another speed. That'll cause our Swift Strike to do more damage when it's time. And we're going to just return... Whoops. I didn't mean to do that, actually. But whatever. So the enemy hurt himself. Wasn't too big of a deal to us. We're going to apply a shield to ourselves to protect us from damage again. We might as well heal. And we'll Nimble Strike you to bring everybody down in line. Now we can do 13 damage to each of those. And next turn we'll be able to kill them. So they would both attack this turn, but we have wiped them both out. Congratulations to us, we win. Okay, continuing through the dungeon. Taking injuries. Ow, 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 ow. Wrong direction. Whoops, don't want to go the wrong direction. Camp goods have been restocked. So at the beginning of every day, if you go back to the camp, like the merchant has got different stuff. Everybody's got different options, pretty much. A couple of good solid hits came out there. At the end of its turn, deals 3 damage to all characters. So this stitched hit everyone, not just not just me. And we got quite hurt. That's not great news for me. Let's use a healing bracelet. We'll increase our speed and reduce the health down that we have hitting us right now. And we'll take another healing bracelet to gain even more health back. And we will get rid of our quick cast items that we have, if we have any more. We only have the one. Our enemies are taking some damage. We are a bit faster than they are, but not a heck of a lot. 7 damage would be enough to take out 2 of them, but not the corpse fly. Maybe we'll sprint. We have 4 points left, so that means I can nimble strike you, and then I can swift strike and kill them all dead. We're a bit injured. And with all of these bad things on us, we're not doing great. Got a nice treasure. We got 4. Nice, that's a lot. 4 goblets. Normally you only get like 1 per space, so maybe 2. Snakebite hand tricks. Choose a card in your hand, drop to 5 of its common copies. I like the idea of that at this point because we're starting to get a few of our quick casts that we can kind of stack. Trick potion. Discard a card of your choice so we can get rid of something if we don't want it. Might as well. You can only have 5 items, and as soon as you're consumables, as soon as you have them all, you will no longer be able to get more, and you'll either have to toss them out or, use them. Another travel stone cooldown period. That's not so. I don't really care about that too much. Travel stone lets you go back to your base or teleport, that kind of thing. Nimble strike, swift strike, or quick throw. We'll take another quick throw. We got a smoke screen, apply stealth on ourselves. That means enemies can't attack us at all when that's going on, so if we're in dire straits, it's a good idea. Summons a sea wave. Has one of the following effects. Sea wave brings a fish egg, restores 3 health points to all sea monsters, and deals 3 damage to all their characters. Sea wave brings a sea monster to the battlefield. So all of those things don't look great to me. On death, it drops 2 fish eggs. Okay. We are going to sprint. We are going to sprint again. We will healing bracelet to give ourselves back some life. And that will be that turn. Put these back in the deck because we don't quite need them right now. We'll keep the shadow assistant. That's going to be it. Just those 2. Okay. There comes an egg. It's dead, though, before it had a chance to do anything. Preparation. You're going to strike us, so we'll just reflect that on you. And that'll be the turn. We'll put back those 2 quick throws. The more quick throws we have in the deck, the more damage they do. You see that about them. Oh, you shut up, evil. We'll heal some health. And we'll heal some more health. And that's going to be it for the moment. We'll put these away. See, deal 6 damage to a random opponent, deals additional 1 damage for each quick throw you own. So the more of them we have, the more damage they do. It's kind of the allure to that particular card. And then if we can just draw them really quick, they just do more and more and more damage. It's crazy. We'll throw these 2 out at you, and that's the end of that. But we do have some eggs to deal with. All 3 of you go back. Now the eggs are dead. Well, mostly dead. And we'll use a renew. Get some of our cards back. And we'll get rid of all 3 of those quick throws. You're trying to do something, but it's not going to help you. You're just going to die now. Boom! Dead fish egg. And we've won that fight. Gain these back, and we can use our 2 to heal 20% of our health. We're back to full health. We're doing good. We're doing good. We'll go fight this.
Shadows will devour you.
Let's see. We're not fast enough for quick strike to be great yet. So, swift strike, rather. We don't really have anything great to use right now. So we're just going to kind of toss this stuff back into our deck. These don't do anything at all until we are faster than our opponents. So we want to make sure that we get to that point very quickly. Oh, what have you done? Cards cost 1 extra mana point to play, and your health is reduced by 5. Ugh. Echo dispels a negative effect. There we go. We can do another negative effect removal, and our speed has now gone up. That means next turn we'll have a good, solid, smashy turn. Ouch. You got dodge increase 15%. Great. Great. That's what we want to see. We will swift strike.
Your life was mine from the very first second.
And I'm going to preparation you. And next turn we got you. Put these all away. Stupid fly. Yeah, 2 stacks of that on us. Great, but it doesn't matter. We got malaria. Charge. Oh, goodness. So, ailment cards, like that malaria that we have, I believe they've become, yeah, a permanent part of our deck until we have it removed back at camp. Charge. While you have this card in your hand, its mana cost is reduced by 1 when you play other cards. So this thing, we can slowly get rid of it. If we draw it, the effect of a card of this card type is activated when it is drawn from the battle deck. So similar to when we draw those quick strikes, in your next turn you draw 1 less card. So anytime this shows up in our hand, it's gonna make us draw 1 less card. Either it just sits there taking up a place, or we use it and burn it and send it to our graveyard. But then we got to be careful not to restore it from our graveyard, and we have that the one card that causes us damage and takes cards out of our graveyard, and that can sometimes bring back our ailments. Not great, not the best thing in the world. Traps, more traps. You have forced me to get rid of my painkillers. Thanks a lot. We'll open that chest. You don't have any other cards in your hand gain stealth. That's never gonna happen. Restore 1 health point for each card in your battle deck. Not that great of a thing. Silent Onslaught, deal 3 damage to 2 random opponents, gain stealth. I kind of like that one. We don't have to make it, but consumable Potion of Life, that could be really helpful. It could really be clutch for us. We are full up on items now, so we'll try using one of them on this round just to make sure that our opponent, if we beat them, doesn't just, make us lose anything. Gosh, we got malaria. It's awful. We don't have anything else we can do other than just go fragile and reflect that attack back on our opponent. So that's what we'll do. We'll return you, and you we don't need yet, and we don't want malaria again. So we only drew a couple of cards that time, which is unfortunate. We'll use you. That gives us more speed. We'll use you. Not yet. We'll give even more speed. Why not? And then we can use Swift Strike. Malaria's gotten a lot less expensive. We can get rid of it soon. We'll put away Quick Throw. We really want to find some cards that give us like a ridiculously huge bonus to our movement, to our speed. But we don't have it yet, so whatever. Return you. When they come out, they should just bop them one. Yep, and we have won that fight. Renew you, and you, but not you. Not you, ugly. You're staying in the deck. In the burn pile. You can actually get items that, and cards that are beneficial to more ailments and stuff you have too.
Long belongs to Kathleen only.
My soul long belongs to Kathleen only. I do have to say that I'm not entirely sold on the voice acting in this game. It's not terrible, but it's definitely not the best thing in the world. Oh, we got lots of burn stacks. 2 damage to the character for 4 turns. But we can dispel a negative effect. And dispel another negative effect, increasing our speed. And then we can Nimble Strike you, because you're the toughest one at the moment. Boom. And next turn, we will throw out a Swift Strike. Took some solid hits. Alright, excellent. We're going to use a bracelet to heal. And then we're going to Swift Strike.
Your life was mine.
And that takes them both down. Don't want to waste a free heal if we can take one, Move up here. Let's see what we got. An altar. Excellent. Rest points intent are increased by 2 for 3 battles. Finally, things going the right way for us. We'll go see what's in this chest. Tome of Wrath. Deal 6 damage. Apply burn and poison. 5 damage. If it dies, comes back to your hand. Or Clever Turn. Deal 9 damage. Apply trauma if you have another character's card in your hand. Trauma. Strike cards against that. Strike cards that are played against characters with this effect cost 1 mana point less. So that would allow us to use strikes a little bit faster against someone who's affected by that. We'll take No Mercy. We don't really need it. We'll take Holy Water for the regen. It's kind of nice. And let's continue moving. A new day has begun. We've been down in this dungeon for a while, and there's our boss. We want to see what's over here first, though. It's an altar. Excellent. We acquired 32 gold. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Here's the battle with the boss. We got a Black Knight, level 2 enemy for the first time. Winner renews all their cards. Fights alone. When any card returns to the battle deck, Black Knight increases its strength by 1. Oof. Discard all the player's cards and adds 5 Black Knight cards to their hand instead. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. We're in trouble already. Alright, so we'll do this. And that's kind of it at the moment. No, let's go back. Escape. How do we go back? I didn't want to. Oh, we'll go like that, I suppose. I wondered if as soon as you hit that, you kind of have to do it. But here we go. We've got all of his cards on our hand now, and all of our deck is down here. Increase strength by 10. Renew 3 random cards. Do the damage equal to the difference in health between you and your opponent? Oh my goodness, that would be really good right now. Let's see. Stealth ourselves so you can't hit me for 20 to 23 damage. That wouldn't be very nice. We can restore health if we need it. Apply stun on an opponent. Renew 2 random cards. Deal twice as much damage as the last amount of damage taken. Deal 10 to 12 damage. This would be so much better. I wish I had 6 right now, but I do not. Increase strength by 10. We're stronger than that now. When any card returns to the battle deck, Black Knight increases its strength by 1. So it's going to start getting stronger and stronger and stronger, which I don't like. And we'll renew some of our cards. And that's that. We're not going to return anything to the bottom of the deck right now.
I'll be your light in the dark.
Thank you for being our light in the dark. So we can now do 86 damage to this enemy because of this one card that we kept. Not bad, if I do say so myself. We'll take a little bit of healing. And that's that turn. We don't have anything else to return. 23 damage to all opponents. Whew. Well, there's a bunch of things that just happened to our deck, so that's probably good, right? Stun on an enemy. What are you doing next? You're going to try to stun us, so we're not going to have that happen. We're going to stun you, so you can't do anything next turn. And that's all we can do here with what we've got. Go on back, Echo, for now. Couple of good hits. We can do Swift Strike, and you're gonna hit us for 66. Do I have any options? I don't. Crud, I should have looked at that first. That's a serious hit we're about to take. Ow. But we win, even if it's not great. We'll just restore 80% of our health. That's right. We didn't have any cards in our deck of ashes because we won. That's nice. Okay. Wasn't too bad. 45 gold. Preparation Ash. Add Fragile Remedial Potion to your hand every 3rd round. Whatever remedial potion is. I think it's a healing potion. So Ash is if this item is in your graveyard rather than in your draw or your hand. You can also have graveyard decks where a bunch of items that you have are in your graveyard. Let's see. Increase strength by 2 if you have another character's card in your hand. We're not doing that. 4 damage 5 times in a row to each opponent with bleed effect applied on them. If we were playing a bleed heavy build, this would be really good. Non-contact combat. Deal 2 damage to a random opponent each turn. Deal additional 2 damage for each fragile card in your hand. We do have fragile cards in hand on occasion. We've got a Banner of Octavius. Your damage of your strike cards is based on the total strength of all humans until the end of the battle. Sure. And we're out of here. That went on for a long time. We're like halfway through our time now for this map before Leviathan shows up. Do we have 2 keys? We don't have 2 keys, but we do have an Ash Storm. Let's see what we've got. Over here we can get some extra Ash Chalices. Over here we can get a recipe Over here we can get fragile boon of another character. It doesn't really matter. We'll go this way. Sometimes the camp dwellers procure the necessary materials themselves. The blacksmith hasn't forgotten what it's like to clean out the pockets of filthy robbers. Although it will take him some time. The camp will miss him. It'd be nice if he returns quickly. The blacksmith is not in the camp for 6 hours. Ouch. Alright, we'll grab Snakebite. Another event. It seems you suffered a whole series of misfortunes in the last hour. You also noticed that you've scattered some of your gold. Is going back for it worth it? Yeah. We lost some ash in replacements in trade for gold. With the ash curse devastated this world, it was as though people lost their minds. This beautiful embroidered bag was just lying in the middle of the road, as though its owner hadn't even tried to fasten it to their saddle. Kick the bag out of the way and keep going. Shake the bag and see what falls out. Let's kick it. People used to carry dried meat in these bags. You probably won't find anything good in there. Nothing happened. Alright, well. We didn't push our luck. If you get a resurrection right, if you die, you come back to life once. So, something we could do if we really wanted to. Let's burn malaria out of our deck. Oh, burn just puts it into our graveyard, by the way. It doesn't get rid of it. Restore max health, restore 30% max health, 60% max health. You can cure ailments, but we have to do upgrades first. So if we go to ailment healing here, we gain that using these little leaves. And now we can go to malaria, and now we can just cure it. And now it's gone. It's not part of our deck anymore. We can't upgrade our deck. I wanted to. Over here, increase rest points. Always good. That means we can heal more, bring back more of our good items, improve our exchange rate, rare assortment, or good cards, I mean. So, yeah, this has been the first episode of Deck of Ashes. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hey, like and subscribe. Follow me for more content. I will be uploading a few more of these, and we'll be getting the expansion relatively soon, but thought I would highlight some of the game itself. I haven't beaten everything with every person in this yet, and every time you do a run, you get some points towards making the next runs a little bit easier. So with the experience that I've had, you may notice that it doesn't seem like there's a heck of a lot of challenge happening yet. I assure you that is not the case long term, and is only as easy as it is right now because of the amount that I've played this game in the past, making me have a few more cards in the deck than I would normally have, and allowing me to kind of look like I know what I'm talking about a little bit. Anyway, thank you for watching. Stop on back by, and bye-bye.